Between 6 and 6:30 with me, Geoff Twentyman. Well, this evening we're talking leisure, and I'm delighted that Lisa Wood has joined me live on the programme. Good to see you, Lisa.
Thank you.
Now then, this is an interesting initiative you're involved with. The top line is a free month of sport across the west of England: Bristol, Bath, North East Somerset, South Gloucestershire, North Somerset is headed our way in March into April. Just tell me about your involvement in it.
Yeah, basically, we just want to really capitalise on the great experience from this amazing summer of sport we had last year, and really make sure that we continue that legacy here in the west of England. So what we're currently looking for at the moment is local clubs, local sports clubs, leisure centres and organisations to please open their doors and allow the general public to come in and try sport. So we're looking at doing that from the 15th of March to the 15th of April. So as we said, it's a whole month of activity, and we're just really at the moment trying to get as many organisations to really come on board and register activities.
OK, and what organisation are you from? You're overseeing all of this. You are from?
Yeah, so I work at the West of England Sports Trust, so we're the county sports partnership that cover the area of the West of England, and it's just something that we have decided here locally that we wanted to really, as I say, continue and capitalise on the enthusiasm that was generated last year.
Yeah, is this something that, you know, you sat then in an office after the amazing success of London 2012 with both the Olympic Games and the Paras? Is this where you thought was your kind of responsibility in terms of the often used word legacy? Yeah,
I think so. I mean, there's been a lot of headlines, haven't there, nationally about, what does legacy really, mean? And certainly at a local level, we really see that as a big part of our role to make sure that there is an impact here. So, these local clubs really are, they are the most important part in the puzzle here. So we just want to make sure that as many people as possible are given the opportunity to come and have a go. And it might be that they've never been to their local sports club down the road, but if there is an activity that's put on that's enticing for them and it's marketed well, which is where we want to hopefully try and encourage that, we just hope that it might bring some people back into sport, or maybe people might try it for the first time.
Yeah, so this is the kind of infrastructure you're looking to build. So you want clubs, venues and organisations to host taster sessions? Yeah,
it could be an existing session that you've already got planned that you might be able to open up to anybody to come along and join in. It might be something new that you want to put on for the first time. Or what we do have is that some clubs might already have something scheduled, like a big open day, sort of a taster festival maybe. And if they could actually put it in within that 4-week period, then we will help in terms of general marketing across the whole area to try and get more people, obviously, to come along and make it more successful.
OK, I mean, what are the clubs and the venues, what do they gain from it?
As I said, we will help with the marketing from this, so hopefully we will get more people coming along, because we'll be doing an area-wide marketing campaign. We'll also be doing some localised media, so we'll be doing social media, hopefully radio again, nearer the time, print. So as much marketing as we possibly can do to help get those new people through the doors, and hopefully it may translate in more members for your local club, which is obviously a positive thing. Yeah,
that's the long-term gain, I guess. Yeah. The long-term aim is to get people coming back after the month of free taster sessions.
Yeah, certainly, definitely. Yeah. I mean, there are all sorts of opportunities out there now, and it might not necessarily be about becoming a fully paid up yearly member of that club. There are lots of other programmes and initiatives that are being offered across this area, and another programme is called Sportivate, which is just 6 weeks of activities, which a lot of these clubs will already be running those sessions, which again is about encouraging new people to take that sport up and have a go.
Okay, I mean since the Olympics on this programme, we've tried to highlight sports that ordinarily don't get lots of coverage: hockey, water polo, netball and the likes. For those people listening right now to you who are involved in clubs or may have a venue, how do they get in touch and how do they make this happen?
OK, the best thing to do is to actually visit the website. So we've set up a separate section of our website, and the web address is www.springintoactivity.co.uk. So if they go onto that website, first of all, we can basically get some basic information to say that they're registering their interest and they're open to running a session. And we've also got on there some guidance, some examples of things that have happened in the past from other sports clubs, and if there is any more information that they need, we're always happy for them to contact us, and our contact details are on there.
Okay, that's springintoactivity.co.uk. That's all one word, Spring Into Activity. And for people who want to take part at the various venues in the various sports, do they just go to the venues and the host kind of people?
Yeah, nearer the time, once we get close to March, we'll obviously have our big push around the marketing, but it will be the same website. So at the moment, it's very much about getting the sessions on there and getting the clubs involved. And nearer the time, that's the website on there will obviously then move to being more about attracting the actual people to come and have a go at these sessions.
Okay. Will there be any limits to how many times someone can go and try a sport?
No, I think that will really depend on the club. It might be that they're offering the sessions every week throughout the 4 weeks, or it might just be a one-off day. I think it will really vary from club to club and what they're able to offer.
I mean, I was talking with Larry Godfrey last week on this programme, the Olympic archer. Yeah, of course. I mean, 3 times at the Olympics. And he said in his sport, I think there was a survey had come out to say that only 1 in 5 people or something had taken up sport post-Olympics. But in his sport, he says it bucks the trend, and he said they're struggling to keep up with the demand of people who want to come on and play like Robin Hood or Larry Godfrey, which I suppose in some sports that will happen. Yeah, certainly. I think we are seeing a real mixture. I mean, there certainly has been a huge increase in demand around certain sports, and actually it's capacity for those sports that's now maybe is the issue. But again, that's something that we at the West of England Sports Trust can help with that. If it's around, a lack of coaches in their club, that's where the need is to increase that capacity, then that's something we can certainly help support. So I would certainly say if any clubs are in that situation to get in contact with us. And in general terms, from your perspective at Westport, I mean, has there been an uptake generally and interest levels increased in sport since the Olympic Games and the Paras? Yeah, certainly feedback we're getting from some of the local clubs has been that they have certainly seen an increase in the number of certainly young people coming along to their open sessions. So I think it really is a mixed picture across sports and across the area, but yeah, there certainly has been an increase. Okay, so this won't work obviously without people hosting clubs and venues, so that's paramount. That's why the most important. That's why we're pushing this one out tonight, a few months ahead of. Yes, definitely. We already have, I think, there's sort of over 20 clubs already signed up that are offering to run. So we're really, really happy with that. But obviously, the more clubs we have and a wider geographical area, then the better. I sometimes ask unfair questions. Can you name check anyone who's actually offered their facilities yet? Have you got that to hand? That's putting me on the spot. I haven't got it to hand, but I know we have. We have got at the moment already a real mixture of different sports on offer, which is great to see. Yeah, no, it is. I mean, utopia would be to give someone the opportunity to try every Olympic sport and Paralympic sport, wouldn't it? Yeah, of course it would, and hopefully somewhere quite close to them as well, so they don't have to travel too far. So, yeah, we'll obviously continue pushing to get as many clubs as possible. And you want venues in Bristol, Bath, North East Somerset, South Gloucestershire and North Somerset? Yes, so across the whole of this West of England area, yes. I've got this thought of, like, people ringing in and getting on your website. I mean, this could become huge, couldn't it? That's probably what you want, I guess. It would be a good problem to have, certainly. Yeah. And if obviously there is interest from other areas, then there are other county sports partnerships in the other counties that may also be open to doing this type of activity. Okay. And just to reiterate, for those taking part, it'll be a free month in terms of participation and trying sports? Yeah, we're obviously encouraging that the clubs, that they don't actually charge the people to turn up to these sessions, so we are encouraging that the clubs do enable it to be free of charge. Okay. No, it's a great initiative. Can you claim this one? Is this your... It was a joint effort amongst everyone in the office. Okay. And your involvement, it's good to have your company this evening and to do with the marketing. Do you get on board in terms of coaching and other sports at Sport West? Me personally, or I mean within the office, we have. I mean my role is around youth sport managers, so I lead a lot around sort of school competition area and also the Sport of 8 programme. But we do have other staff members in the office that lead on certain areas like coaching and volunteering and all those key areas that make club sport successful. I mean, there's so much good stuff going out there. I mean, I've been involved, goodness me, for probably I'd say the better part of 10 years than 5 years in terms of going along to the South Gloucestershire Sports Awards, which they have at the Bower Club November. And they recognise so many great people right across the spectrum of sport. Disability sport, professional sport, Olympians are there, grassroots sport. They have the Festival of Sport as well at Brimson Green School. Do you get involved in any of that, or is that a separate thing? Yeah, I mean that's something that's run locally within the South Gloucestershire area, but there is a huge amount of school competition going on across all of the areas. The government strategy for school sport at the moment is a programme called School Games, and I actually do lead on that programme across this area. And there is a huge amount of local school competition
competition in a massive variety of sports, all culminating in county sort of festival programmes. In fact, next week I actually have the Winter School Games, which has got, I think, over about 8 to 10 different sports where schools are coming together as a culmination from their local level competition. And we have a spring event and also a summer event. So there is a huge amount going on.
That's really interesting. I mean, now is the time. I mean, post 2012, and we keep using that word, the legacy word. Like, if we don't grasp and maximise opportunities to develop involvement in sport, participation in sport, we never will we?
I think this is the best chance we've ever had, certainly. You know, and there's lots of pieces to the puzzle, and I think it is that interest from young people, interest in adults, but it is, as we've already touched on, it is about capacity of these clubs as well to be able to take on these new young people. So, you know, we are trying as hard as we can to make sure that all of those bits do all fit together, and that, you know, these clubs are ready and able to take on the, you know, renewed interest from people either returning to sport or taking it up for the first time.
Okay, so if you're a club listening right now, or a venue or an organisation, Lisa Wood needs your help on this Spring Into Activity initiative. Lisa, just give us again the website, how people get in touch with you.
Yep, so just please register your interest at www.springintoactivity, that's all one word, .co.uk.
It's a great initiative, and it starts on the 15th of March through to the 15th of April.
Yep, yeah, so as many activities as possible within that month would be great.
I'm sure we'll speak again before then, but it's good to get it out there on the programme.
Great, thank you very much.
Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. That's Lisa Wood.